Hello, peeps. I am Tidbit, and this showcase is of Kurama, the Naruto Transformers crossover figure. Well, crossover pack. There's the second one. We're not going to be doing the frog in this video. It's just the fox. The nine-tailed demon. Look. Come on, focus. Because I wanted to show that there's articulation in the mouth, which is technically a transformation joint. Because that... If I ever do a podcast, I'll explain why I find transformation joint kind of ridiculous and why I like to start in alt mode first, so you can see the process of how we transform things and what is necessary and what is just for the robot, because it's hard to explain that if this is your first time watching stuff. And we'll see here. We found the robot. There's some hands down here. They're not really noticeable from the sides because it's all Cheeto orange. But once you see them, you can't really unsee them. So, let's get to the robot mode. First, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the whole chest. Like so. Which allows us to move. This panel moved with it, but this one did not move with it. So, we want to open up those panels. Take out the arms, and then rotate them to the side so we can bring these orange panels back towards the middle a little bit. And then we open up the mouth, and you want to make sure it's open, and you're going to do a very complicated thing to get it in to the mouth, like that. Then you can fully close up these side panels, bring the arms down, rotate them all around. Then, we come to the back, we rotate up on one hinge, and then back down on a second hinge, to just kind of bring the tails farther up and away from the legs, which all you simply need to do is just rotate these up and around to reveal the feet, hidden within. And these arms on the back, you can just kind of compress to how you want, even rotating them towards the back to just hide them, like this. And finally, bring the head down so you can rotate. And boom, here we have Kurama's robot mode, which is extremely stable from these large sections of tail. Each one is 3 from my count, so it's definitely 9 tails. And oh gosh, there is a lot to this figure. Just a lot of little tiny details, like the face. Look at that eyeliner. It's messy, but it gives a very creepy vibe, and I think it fits. But it comes with accessories. Lots of accessories. So, let's start with the ninja tools first. You can either do standard, sticking them in the hands like normal weapons, or you can stick them on the thighs for storage. You can even use those function when in fox mode. Boom, they're at the ready. And then they've got these little chi shoes for when they're running on water or walls. And I really like it because it's a great little impact thing, and it's just a standard port size, so if you can fit it onto the end of a weapon, it's really nice. And then they have this, the Rasengan. It's got a standard port, so it can be stuck places, but there's a special little thing. Hopefully it'll focus. There's a little square next to the peg, because you can open this hand, and a tiny little square peg shows up, and what you want to do is take the peg, find the square, and then you're going to take the peg part and put it into the palm of the hand, while the square goes around the peg from the hand, and boom, you have a proper Rasengan. And then you have the spinning Rasengan. It's been a long time since I've watched Naruto. I don't remember the proper names. But this one's a giant blade, so do what you want with it. But when it's attached via the post, you can't spin it on the peg. You just can pose it. And then, finally, in the instructions, it gives like a third mode, which is just simply take the arms and bring them out to wield stuff. And what I like to make them wield is I like to put the Rasengans in each hand. Like this. So it's just so much energy, ready for battle. And it brings us to the final section of this showcase, the fan mode. So, let's take off these bits. They will not be used. The chi shoes will be used. The one item that's completely unexpected. Take the head, flip it around, but then keep it about there. Next, you're going to want to use a technique to extend these arms of where you can take them, since they're just on ball joints and spinning points. You can take the ball joints and extend them like so. So you can have them reaching farther out and around, as you can see here. Showcase is not about you, Locos. Stay there and just stay. But taking this, we're extending the arms. And make sure not to pop them off. There we go. Okay, we have those extended, and I realized we're a bit backwards because we're wanting the arms to reach out this way. Next, we're going to take the tails, hinge them down like so, take these side ones and spin them around till they look something like that. Do the same on the other side. Boom. Next, take the legs, spin them at the thigh, move up the feet like so to kind of reach up and about, and take the hands and just put them as close to the body as you can to just kind of hide them. You can even take the hip skirt and fold them up to hide them from other angles. All right. And boom. Here's the alt mode. You thought there was more? No. This. I call it a Vengeful Spirit, because look at this craziness. With the bleeding eyeshadow, it just kind of adds this weird, creepy vibe. And then the fact it's just like, it's backwards hands. The thumb is on the outside. And it can stand. It can use all the legs, when you position them well, to stand and get real creepy about it. So, thank you for watching this showcase. Like it, share it, comment your thoughts, check out the playlist for previous showcases, and subscribe to be notified when new ones come out. Bye-bye!